Hi, welcome back. I want to talk about emotions. I feel when we're younger, we didn't know how our emotions are. When we cry, we get upset. As we get older, as adults, sometimes we've been told to, it's okay, don't worry about it, get over it. Then you don't have the chance to express. I know from upbringing, sometimes I've never had a chance to express and the things what I wanted to say. So when you're younger and you feel that your voice is not being listened to, you start to shrink your voice, and then again it gets suppressed because that's what you've been taught from an early age. As you get older and into adult life, that carries with you because it's not been reprogrammed, or you're not being taught where to regulate your emotions. So you will get triggered a lot quicker because you've not understood your nervous system, how to regulate your own emotions. So to understand that, you have to understand why that's triggered me. So one thing I feel that does help is about journaling and write things down. How you feel on the day, what made you feel when you was younger, how was it like when you was at home, was your voice listened to, did you feel heard, did you feel that you could speak up? Because sometimes I know I didn't, and this is where sometimes these things can be shrinked, closed off, and you've not had managed to talk about anything because you start to talk about, my voice is not important, I don't feel safe, I'm not good enough. But everyone is good enough and everyone's talented in different ways, and I respect everyone out there. But also, I said this the other day, if I could pick one tool or one thing that I would always want to work on, is about managing your own emotions. You've got to understand where you could be at work, you could be with your loved ones, anywhere you go, traveling wise, and you are always interact with people every day. So if I can pick anything, would be emotions, because someone's going to trigger you, someone's going to get you upset, someone's going to wind you up. It's how you respond to it. Sometimes we can have outbursts because straight away our brain just shoots up there and not think. But you've got to talk to yourself and say to yourself, and even to your brain, subconsciously, the brain will just switch off to autopilot because that's your normal response, and that's gone through when we was younger. So how we responded, we mirror how it could be your brothers or anyone or the people that hang you around with. But when that happens now, we respond that way and we don't think. So we end up outbursts and snapping straight away and not responding to the point of being calm to understand what's going on and why that's actually happened. But there's a part of you subconsciously, or there's a part of you that's not healed, and that's something that you have to work on. So going back to what I just said before, it's about understanding the parts of you, why you respond that way. I know the reason why I responded that way when I was younger, because I didn't feel that I was heard. But over due time, after journaling, to understand, going back to what I said earlier on, did I feel heard? Did I feel listened to? Was my voice loud enough so other people can hear me? Because at least you know you can identify that. So when you get into a conversation in the present moment, you can speak up, say the things what you want to say, talk of things what you want to do, speak with volume of your pitch, so you know it's coming from a place that you're speaking your mind, you're saying your piece, whatever you feel in yourself. That's very, very important, because the volume you say, the things what you say, sends a ripple effect around the people that you're around with. Speak loud, talk loud, Not saying loud, but enough to let people know the things what you need to say is very, very important. I've said earlier on, like, journaling is powerful. You can write everything what you want to do, mind dump the whole lot. But also just talk to people who's close to you, people that who know you, have that deeper connection as well, which is very important. Do not bottle things up, because it doesn't help, it doesn't work, because all that happens is, you know, like a bottle of Coke, and you just close the lid and it builds up and it's tight. You can't let the gas out. The moment you shut that up, blows up straight away. Wrong thing to do. Done that, been there. All that does is you feel suppressed, and your feelings gets pushed down even more. And what happens is the brain starts to keep occupied and keep busy to not to deal with it. And that's the wrong thing to do. So you have to take yourself back, breathe, and pause. Even pause for yourself for a moment, just to feel like, you know what, let's take a moment for myself. How am I feeling in my body? Another thing, body scan. Sit there quiet, 15 minutes, and give yourself a body scan. Complete body scan. Complete body scan. How you feeling? How you are in the moment? How did it feel myself? How's my body feeling? How am I responding today? Then you'll understand. And if something comes up, you write it down. Meditation, powerful. Even if you did a guided meditation for 10 minutes, put some headphones on so you can start to feel relaxed in yourself. Even have, like, what they're called, diffusers or things in your room just to relax your nervous system, relax to feel calm in yourself as well. That's very important. Breath work, whoa, that's powerful. Oh my God. You know, I used to say before when I was going all the time, and I still go to this day now, not as much, but when I go, you know, like the Matrix, especially the first Matrix, I used to say, and until this day now, I say it now, plug me in. But breath work is powerful, very, very, very powerful, because I always said before, you always deal with emotions when you get triggered, and it gets that response in your nervous system. You panic, you stress out, but also your emotions, physically, as well as the words, what's been said, and then physically, mentally, emotionally, everything can tie up, but stored in your body still, here. And the only way you can release is releasing more. And that's why I feel sometimes, not even sometimes, crying is good, screaming is good. Even if you have to scream to the rooftops, what if the thing what you need to say. Even if you have to go for a walk and you have to scream loud, much as possible, get it out of your system. Do not hold it in, because I'm telling you now, the moment you hold it in and you go to sleep like this and you wake up next day, it's still in your system, it's still in your body, it's still in your head, because you've not let it out. If that's something that you can release, let it out and move on for the next day. But also you can discuss about it, and whatever's on your mind or whatever you want to talk about, or the things what you want to say, it's very important. Very, very important. And also checking with yourself, if it's end of each week or end of the day, how am I feeling today? What's been good today? What I'm grateful for today? Write these things down, or say it to yourself, or even put it on your phone. But always checking with yourself. It's very, very important. The more you check in with yourself, the more you're aware of your emotions and why that's triggered you. It could be something from school or whatever that is, how you feel you've been bullied. Write them things down. And then one thing I have to say, your inner child, that's the part of you when you was younger, whatever, how you felt when you was younger, you was at school, if you was bullied or whatever, do not neglect that part of yourself, because you can connect the dots together. And even to the point, write a letter to your younger self and say, okay, example, Sean, younger Sean, listen, I'm here for you, hold you, hug you, you're the best, I'm always here for you, I've got your back. And you reinforce that, and you can read it out and read it out and keep reading it through subliminal, because you can say these things in affirmation. Even you get up in the morning and say these things every day. It does reinforce the brain, gives that dopamine rush, but also the happy, feeling relaxed, feeling calm, feeling composed. That's very important as well. Very, very important. I was doing all that, still do the affirmations and keep going. Because words, what you say to yourself, don't talk negative about yourself. You always can say, I've learnt this today. Yes, I made a mistake, but it's my growth, and I'll grow and I'll keep going. But then the next day you keep going, keep going, keep going. That's very powerful to say. I'm on my growth, I'm on my journey, I learn every day. Even though I've made a mistake today, I've learned from that mistake and I can move forward from there. Do you understand? And you keep saying that to yourself, because sometimes we do beat ourselves up on things. I've done that, and we overthink. Should I have done it that way? Should I have done it this way? Don't ever do that. It doesn't help. Do you understand? That's the things that I have to say with emotions and feelings. And even if you have to put something on to make you laugh, that's good as well. Like, it could be a comedy show, anything like that. But also, wind down, time to yourself. Any electronics that you use, phone, TV, turn them all off 2 hours before you go to bed, just to relax the mind, stimulate yourself, relax the nervous system, just to be at peace with yourself as well. Very, 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 very important. Okay? Thank you again for this video, much appreciated. In my last video, I said, DM me the offers up until the 31st of January for Reiki, breath work, WhatsApp calls, life coaching session. Okay? Bye.